It's super cool video playtime once again, and wait till you see what we got going today. Refreshing to make sure that it is indeed broadcasting. Checking it now, and yep, we're good. So welcome. Come on in. Not that you actually have to come in anywhere. You just kind of watch and click the volume thing so that you can actually hear what I'm saying, because I'm going to show you some pretty cool stuff. You see that logo right over there? That is for Stitcher Studio Pro, and what I'm going to be showing you today, oh, there it goes, just disappeared. What I'm going to be showing you today is how I am broadcasting from my iPad, and I actually have multiple camera action going on, so that I can be over here, or I can be over here, or I could be talking to you right here. There's some cool stuff happening, and I want to share it with you. So welcome. Please go ahead and share that we're live wherever it is that you see me. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this software that I just got my hands on today. I'm actually talking with one of the founders, maybe tomorrow, sometime this week I'm going to be talking to him. And I'm using some other technology right now. I purchased a license to Live Leap. And Live Leap allegedly is supposed to automatically be broadcasting my video on my public profile to my fan page, and indeed it is. I just went and looked, and it should also be broadcasting to the Live Video Marketing Mastermind page. So I'm going to double check that and see. Yep, it's everywhere. Automatically right now with Live Leap, I am broadcasting to my personal page, my fan page, and my group, Live Video Marketing Mastermind. So if you think that is cool just on its own, like it, share it, and tell others to come on in and check this out. So what I'm using right now is an application called Switcher Studio Pro. It's available in the App Store. I'm not sure what the cost is. I've got a 30-day trial license to it right now. And what it allows you to do is to use any of your iOS, maybe Android as well, devices. And, oh, you got notifications from all three. I didn't think about that, Nick. Interesting. I'm using all three of my iOS devices right now. I'm not using a desktop camera. I am broadcasting from my, my iPad. So I have my iPad in front of me. I've got my iPhone 6 on a tripod over here, and I've got my iPad mini over here. Now, I'm going to switch between the three of them and show you how this works. Okay, so actually the best way for me to show you would be to take this camera right here. So this is my iPhone 6 that's on the tripod right here. And what I'm going to do is I am going to turn it and face the iPad here. There we go. So now this is the software that I'm using. This is the iPad that you can see right here. This is the camera from this iPad that is shooting me this way. This is my iPhone that you're looking at, this camera right here, and I'm shooting the interface on my iPad, so you can see that all I have to do is tap to preview the iPad, and if I tap it again, it'll transition. It'll transition. Why is it not transitioning? Maybe it is. Man, now I'm confused. There we go. So it transitions over to this one. Now I'm going to go back to here. And you can kind of see there's different, here's all my cameras right here. This is the iPad Air, this is my phone, and this is the Mini, which is right here on this side. So if I switch over to the Mini, boom, then there it is, and here I am over on this camera. I don't know if there's any limits to the number of cameras that you can connect with it, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it back to the phone, and you can see that there's a few different features. Besides connecting your cameras over Wi-Fi, we also have effects. So if I want to change my transitions, oh, multi-view, what does that do? I don't even know. I'm not even sure what's going to happen when I do some of these. I don't know what multi-view is, but I can change to wipes, so let's try that. Oh, there we go. Some fancy wipe action right there. I can use the cube transition. Here we go, we're going to cube it. Over there like that. And then we can do the twist. What's the twist going to do? Ooh, fancy schmancy twisting right over there. And then back to this one again. And I think I like the wipe is kind of cool. So like that. We can also go over to camera control, and I haven't really messed with these yet, but we can mess with stabilization if your cameras are moving, focus, exposure. Here's where the audio is coming from, and then over here I can add things like graphic elements. For example, right there is the Stitcher Studio logo that just came on over, or I can put this overlay of myself instead. There I am with my my snap code, and when I click on one of the other ones, you can see it goes live immediately with that source as well. Also, if I want to, I can just put up an image and remove the overlay like that, take the overlay off, and there's me and my buddies Pat Flynn and Michael O'Neill. Or I can switch to a different image like that. There's even some things in there like this. Your broadcast will begin shortly. Click off of it, and now we go back to this. So I'm going to set the iPhone camera back down over here, and you can actually see from my this is the iPhone camera that's broadcasting from, but you can see over here I've got the iPad mini that that I am now talking to. I don't know where I am anymore. I'm so confused. So let's see some of the comments here. Fanzo said dashboard is side by side when you enter into preview. That's what I use. Okay, so let me check that out, Brian. Let's see. Dashboard. I don't quite get it. I'm not sure I understand. So I might need you to explain it to me. So I'm reading comments on Facebook. So right here in front of, right, let me flip this around. Okay. So I'm watching you guys here, like that. So that's where I'm seeing comments. I can see now on the Facebook page that you all are here. I don't know how many cameras it's limited to on Wi-Fi. Part of me is tempted to turn on the alley cam to see if it'll connect. Do you think it will? I doubt it will, but now I'm curious. I'm thinking there's no way it will. I can't imagine it'll work with this. This is, if you didn't see my video yesterday, this is the Alley camera, the 360 home camera. And if you'll look at my page, you'll see yesterday I did an unboxing of it, and I did a 360 video using the Alley cam. So I'm just going to try something right now just because I can. I suspect it's not going to work. I don't know why it would, but you never know. So let's plug the Alley cam in here now. So I am using a program called Stitcher Studio Pro. It's in the App Store. I'm not sure if it's Android as well, but it is definitely available for iOS. And I'm using my iPad as the home-based broadcast tool, and I'm using my mini and my iPhone, which is over here, Oh, you can see it right there. My iPhone as other tools. And I just turned on the Alley Cam. Again, I can't imagine that this is going to work. I think it needs the app to communicate, and the app is actually over on that device over there. So probably not going to happen. Yeah, the picture is pretty good from this. I'm pretty happy with it. And I'm trying to think of what else what else can I connect with this? You know, is it possible to connect my desktop with this? I don't know. Just says your devices have to be on the Wi-Fi network. So I don't see that that's a thing. I'm not sure I'm crazy about that transition very much. Oh, looky here, we can do picture in picture. Let's see how that works. How do I do that, Brian? The software is in the App Store. Look up Stitcher Studio Pro. How do I do picture in picture? Oh, like that. Okay. Go live with this. Let's see. How do I go live with that? Trying to figure out how to push this one live. I'm in preview mode with the picture in picture right now, and I want it to do a transition. Why won't it transition? I'm not sure how much it is after 30 days. I imagine it can't be too bad. There we go. There is the picture in picture feature. So now I should probably be able to do, let's see, that and push it live like that. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, that is some pretty cool stuff. You can do desktop with desktop download. Okay, so yeah, so basically all your devices need to be on the same Wi-Fi. So as far as different locations go, I'm not sure about that. But for example, let's go ahead and take this camera, which is here, into the other room, right? Let's go put it in here. Since it's on the same Wi-Fi, I should be able to do this and that, and the camera is on the Wi-Fi, and you could basically look out, and there's my street. And like if somebody came to steal my iPhone, we would see them as they run off with it, and the picture would break up, and that would just kind of be scary. So there's that. I can also flip the camera around just by tapping right on like this. So here, we'll flip the camera on the, that's the front door of my house. Flip it around again. Same thing here, if I flip this camera, then you can see my hallway over there. It's really not very exciting, and I'm back. So, okay, I'm gonna go and get my camera from my front yard. Here we go. This camera when I'm not in front of the primary device. And so what's the answer to that? Could you hear the audio on this camera as I was talking, or no? Could you? Yes, no, maybe? Stand up, camera. Stand. There we go. No audio on that one. Okay, so I probably have to switch. I wonder if you tap. Right now it's set for audio from main switching device. Wipe. I'm not too crazy about that transition. Now there's something else that's missing here, and that is titling. I can't do any lower thirds or titling. I looked everywhere and I searched their site, and I didn't see anything that that I can do titling with this, and that's an issue. I think you need to be able to type some lower thirds in, and I could not do that. So I'm just a wee bit disappointed. I do like the picture-in-picture aspect, although how many Joels can you handle? I mean, honestly, for most people, one of me is more than enough. So apparently there's software for the desktop. Like usual, I jump in before I fully know what I'm doing. Let's try some of these other effects. So right now I'm doing picture-in-picture. There's another one called slots. So that lets you do a side-by-side. So wait, now I can talk to myself if I do that. This one, and then I go live, and then I'm like, oh, where should I look? Over here. Hi Joel, how are you? Oh, I'm good. How are you? It's just kind of weird. Then we have another one that's called Flap. Let's see what Flap does. Flappy Bird. Oh, okay. So that's Flap. Don't give me none of your flap. Like that. And it looks like you can layer the transitions on top of the effect. So if I wanted to go to a cube effect and pick the dashboard, or the cube transition in the dashboard effect, then it looks like that. So now we've got that perspective thing where it kind of goes in and it does an interesting type of effect there. Or we can do the twist. Wait, why didn't that work? Got all twisty there, twisty turned. Not sure which part of that is my favorite. Perhaps the cross dissolve is like the simplest thing of all to do. So let's go over here. There you go. That is Stitcher Studio Pro. It's if you'll go to the website that's been linked here, you can get. I think there's a way. I don't know if there's a way to get a free trial on the website or not. But I'm using the app. This entire broadcast is done on 3 devices. My iPad mini that we're looking at here, my iPhone 6 that's on a tripod over here, and my iPad Air that I'm using to create the broadcast. Martin, I think that there might be a way to select which audio you use. Let me show you this here. Let me turn this around. Go back here again to the hang on, I'm pushing buttons on my desktop and I'm not meaning to. There we go. So we're back here again, and if I go to audio, it's set to audio from main switching device and then auxiliary channels 2 and 3, which are the other 2 devices. It says auxiliary channels are recorded but not included in the final composition. I'm not sure if you have to set that up beforehand or not. Don't know exactly how it works. I just know that it appears to work. I like it when things appear to work. And here's one of my philosophies. So there's that.